What up, Covies? Coach Holden here, and happy Wednesday. Uh, Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, making it through hump day. One more hump day of quarantine, almost done. So today we actually have some very fun accessory work to get through first. We have some conditioning, followed by a Metcon. The Metcon is definitely a doozy. The conditioning will kind of get you prepared for that Metcon later on with your shoulders and definitely your hips as well. So for the first piece, we're going to be doing an EMOM in 10 minutes of 30 seconds of shoulder taps. So for the shoulder taps, we can do them anywhere that we're actually at, like right now, like wherever you are with scaling. You can either do it just in a high plank and go into like an opposite shoulder first, then to like maybe the same shoulder. You can do it inverted if you have like a bench or something that you can use. You can also do it up against the wall, pretty much wherever you are in your shoulder tap journey, that's what you're doing. Then after that, we have 12 pistols or uneven air squats leaning towards one leg. I'm still technically going through PT right now, so I'm not going to demo those, but I think you can kind of understand what they would look like. Just essentially go into like a normal like feet underneath your hip position. You would send both hips down at the same time. One foot most likely is going to be a little bit farther out than the other. Then you'd lean over to that opposite side that you're trying to get more pressure on and then stand up through that leg. All the other pistol scales that we do also apply. The one like standing up and then lowering yourself to like a bench. So just being here, controlling yourself all the way down, and kind of standing right back up. Obviously that one works. If you have like a weight, you can hold it out in front of you and kind of go through that. But essentially anything that's working on single leg stability is going to be great. Give it a shot. We have 12 pistols for that. Then afterwards we have the Metcon, which is going to be 6 rounds of 15 thrusters and 60 double unders or 100 single unders. Time cap is 15 minutes. Dumbbells, fitness, you're doing 25-15 or 25 pounds or 15 pounds. For performance open, 35-25. And for barbells, fitness is 75-55 and performance open is 95-65 if you're one of those people that have a barbell. So this workout, now that I look at it, looks terrible. Looks really hard. We got 6 rounds. The thruster weight isn't that heavy. The double unders, you have possibly 360 double unders to actually get through today. If you love double unders, you're probably sitting pretty, thinking of that as your rest. If you are like me and struggle with the rope, then take your time. Think small sets, something that's workable for you. Because 15-minute time cap, not a ton of time, but we're definitely going to make sure that we warm up our ankles a lot, hips a lot, and shoulders a lot today. So 15-minute time cap for that one. Have a little bit of fun later on with that. We're going to get you warmed up first. Obviously, everyone knows what a Holden warm-up starts with. Of course, it's go out for a run and then come back in, do 5 burpees and 10 air squats. So this time it's not going to be a run. It could be any sort of cardio. So get jump rope. You can go out for a run. If you have a row or an assault bike, hop on there for maybe like a minute or so. And then go into 5 burpees and 10 air squats. Have to. It's necessary. And then pick back up where we left off. So like pause and play. All right, now that you're in from that run, jump rope, cardio equipment, whatever it is, and you had to have gotten done with your 5 burpees and 10 air squats, we're just going to go through a little bit of a warm-up together. So starting off, we're just going to get into a high plank position. Oh boy. So come on over to the high plank position. Once you get to that high plank position, then just give me 5 push-ups. Then hold that high plank position. Then you're going to rotate over to a side plank. Make sure your hips don't fall. If you'd like, you can send your one hand up to the sky. Keep those shoulders stacked. And hand comes back down. Switch sides. This time, I'm just going to go into 4 push-ups. Same thing. Side plank. And back to neutral. Then 3 push-ups. Then after that last one, just lower yourself all the way down. From there, take your right arm, go all the way out to your right side, get that shoulder into the ground, twist over. And switch to the opposite side. Remember, you want that arm to be at about a 90-degree angle. I hope mine's pretty close. And then after that, come on up. And then I'm just gonna sit onto your ankles. Hands come down, hands in the back of your neck. Just pull down to your elbows, stretch out your triceps and your lats. Give me some big breaths. With that, come on up from that. Fingers back towards your knees, drive your palms all the way down, sink back into those wrists just a little bit more. Try and stretch out your forearms. And then from there, hands go down, walk all the way back, and then stand on up. Next up, I'm just going to 10 jumping air squats. I'm gonna do normal air squats. Put this up here. So you're doing 10 jumping, I'm just doing 10 normal. Hopping. I lost count. And then I'll bring you back down. Next up, just gonna go into some ankle stretches. So I'm just gonna do them on my left leg, because I can't use my right yet. But if it's gonna be flat, just drive that knee all the way over your toe. Make sure your heel doesn't come up. And straighten out that front leg. Heel goes down. Dive into that quad. Just try and stretch out your hamstring. Then do the same exact thing on that right side. So ankle stretch first. Foot goes down. Try and get that knee over your toe. And then straighten out that front leg, heel down, and get into your hamstring a bit more. Cool, and last stretch. Sit all the way flat. From there, reach over that left foot. Top hand goes over. Try and grab that left foot with your right hand. And rotate all the way over to the opposite side. So same thing, reach over first. And follow with that opposite arm. I need to stretch again. Goodness. Cool. All right, so you should be feeling pretty warm at least. So next up, you're gonna go through that conditioning work. Remember, it's 30 seconds of shoulder taps, any type of shoulder taps. So again, your options, first couple basic options. Just gonna be here. You can either go opposite shoulder, and you can work in the same shoulder. And then if you had a bench or kind of something to get up on, again, you can get onto that. with your knees, or then try and actually invert. And with the pistols, again, lowering yourself down, kind of letting your hips hit something and standing right back up. That's great. If you do have the mobility to kind of get into a pistol, do those instead. 12's a lot in a minute. Make sure to stay in your heels as much as you can. It's hot in here, but I'll give you some time to do that. And then I'll see you guys back again after you're done with your conditioning. Sweet. Okay, so now that you're feeling pretty warm from that 10-minute EMOM, then we're just going to go over the Metcon one more time really quick. Just some different variations and how you might want to attack this. So we got 6 rounds, 15 thrusters, followed by 60 double unders or 100 single unders. Again, break the double unders up into small sets, especially if you're one of those people that you know double unders are not your friend. Single unders, it's 600 single unders today. So yeah, we're definitely going to stretch out your calves a lot after this. Actually, while I'm going over this, I want you to hop up, drop down to a sumo squat, because you always need a sumo squat in your life. So yes, drop into a sumo squat for the thrusters. Number one thing is going to be mobility coming out of the bottom. Make sure that you are keeping your chest up. I know everything is a little bit odd, especially if you're using like a backpack or something like that for thrusters. But working on mobility and movement patterns is still important. So still try and do that. But for the thrusters, 15 is a lot. Think about workable sets for that. So obviously wouldn't try and do all 15 in a row. Maybe break it up into 10-5. 10-5, that sounds rough. You could break it up into anything. I'd probably say 2 or 3 sets, like big-ish sets, just to kind of like get it out of the way, try and catch your breath in the double unders, or at least just breathe more when you're actually there. But all right, time cap's 15 minutes. Have fun, get after it. You can stand up out of the goblet or the sumo squat, and I'll see you guys after this for the cool down. All right, so you just got done with the Metcon, 15 minutes of fun, as some might say. Hopefully your calves don't feel too bad, and your shoulders, well, hopefully you can still feel your arms. So just gonna do a couple stretches, and I'll let you guys get out of here. First one, favorite stretch as always, go all the way over into a left side pigeon. Just drop your chest all the way down, especially if you're breathing heavy right now. It's gonna be a great way to kind of just catch your breath and relax. And then switch legs. Nice. And then from there, so let's say you have like a lacrosse ball or something to kind of get underneath your calf. This is just one of those peanut things, so it's 2 lacrosse balls taped together. Then you're just going to get that piece of equipment underneath your calf, and then get some weight on it, kind of get your hips up, kind of just roll it out. Just did a lot of double unders or just a lot of jumping either way, so you definitely will need it. Maybe do about 20-25 seconds on each leg. Kind of try and find new spots that definitely feel like sore. I need to do this anyway, so this works out. And switch legs. Nice, and you can put that to the side. After that, then you're just gonna come up. It's gonna go into a puppy dog position this time, so hips are gonna be directly over your knees. Hands are out nice and wide, actually let's put them in line with your shoulders for today. So hands in line with your shoulders, hips over your knees, just drop your chest down. walk your hands back. Go right back into that same wrist stretch that you were in before. And very last thing, not sure if I can do this. Go all the way back into a full saddle. Kind of. Cool, full saddle, stretch it out. All right, and walk your hands forward. Perfect. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. I will see you guys again soon.